Welcome to the real world, where dreams go to die. Just kidding, sort of. This is the place where reality meets aspiration. And sometimes they don't get along too well. But don't worry, we're here to navigate this complex landscape together. So you want to be motivated? You want to find that spark that will ignite your passion and drive you towards your goals? Well, you've come to the right place. Or maybe the wrong one, depending on your definition of motivated. Motivation isn't always about feeling good. Sometimes it's about facing the hard truths. You've come to the right place, or maybe the wrong one, depending on your definition of motivated. You see, motivation can be a tricky thing. It's not just about feeling pumped up and ready to conquer the world. It's also about understanding the obstacles and challenges that lie ahead. It's about making tough decisions and sometimes taking the road less traveled. See, most motivational speeches are full of sunshine and rainbows, urging you to chase your dreams and reach for the stars. They paint a picture of a perfect world where everything falls into place if you just believe hard enough. But let's be real, life doesn't always work that way. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, things don't go as planned. This isn't that kind of speech. This is about embracing the reality of the situation. It's about understanding that failure is a part of the journey and that setbacks are not the end of the road. It's about finding the strength to keep going, even when the going gets tough. This is the real deal, folks. We're not here to sugarcoat things or give you false hope. We're here to talk about the gritty, uncomfortable truth about life, the universe and everything. It's not always pretty, but it's real. And in that reality, there's a certain beauty and strength that can be found. The gritty, uncomfortable truth about life, the universe and everything. It's about the daily grind, the hustle and the moments of doubt and uncertainty. It's about the times when you feel like giving up, but you find a way to keep going. It's about the resilience and determination that lies within each of us. Spoiler alert. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, but hey, don't despair. There's a strange kind of liberation in embracing the absurdity of it all. When you accept that life is unpredictable and sometimes downright difficult, you free yourself from the pressure of perfection. You learn to find joy in the journey, even when the destination is uncertain. There's a strange kind of liberation in embracing the absurdity of it all. When you can laugh at the challenges and find humor in the setbacks, you become stronger. You build resilience and develop a mindset that can weather any storm. So let's laugh together, let's find the humor in the chaos, and let's keep moving forward. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to embark on a journey into the heart of motivation, or at least a reasonable facsimile thereof. This journey won't be easy, but it will be worth it. We'll explore the highs and lows, the victories and defeats, and everything in between. Together, we'll find the motivation to keep going no matter what life throws our way. So are you ready? Let's do this. Failure. It's not a bug, it's a feature, and everyone's got it. Let's start with the big F word, failure. It's a word that sends shivers down our spines, a concept that society has conditioned us to dread. But what if we told you that failure is not something to be feared, but rather embraced? Society tells us to avoid it like the plague, but here's a newsflash: you're going to fail. A lot. It's practically a guarantee. You'll fail at relationships, at jobs, at hobbies, and even at the little things that seem so simple. Like that soufflé you tried to bake for your mother-in-law. It collapsed, it burnt, it was a disaster. But guess what? That's okay. Take it from the greats. The people we admire, the ones who have achieved monumental success, have all faced failure head-on. Albert Einstein, poster child for genius, didn't speak fluently until he was 9. Imagine the frustration, the doubt, the countless times he must have felt like giving up. J.K. Rowling's first Harry Potter book was rejected by a dozen publishers. She was a single mother, struggling to make ends meet, and faced rejection after rejection. The Beatles were told guitar groups are on the way out. They were rejected by record labels who couldn't see their potential. The point is, failure is not the opposite of success, it's a stepping stone. Each failure is a lesson, a building block that brings you closer to your goals. A messy, humbling, often hilarious stepping stone. So embrace it, learn from it, laugh at your mistakes because they are part of your journey, and then get back up and fail some more. Because each time you fall, you rise stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Failure is not a dead end, but a detour to success. Remember, every successful person you admire has a story of failure. They didn't let it stop them, they used it as fuel to keep going. So the next time you face a setback, don't see it as the end. See it as a new beginning, a chance to grow and improve. Reflect on your failures, understand what went wrong, and use that knowledge to do better next time. Failure is a powerful teacher, and if you listen, it will guide you to success. And remember, you're not alone. Everyone fails. It's a universal experience that connects us all. So support each other, share your stories, and learn from one another. Embrace failure as a natural part of life. It's not a bug, it's a feature, and it's one that everyone has. So go out there, take risks, and don't be afraid to fail. Because in the end, it's not the failures that define us, but how we rise from them. So stand tall, look ahead, and keep moving forward. Your journey is just beginning, and every failure is a step towards your ultimate success. The Mediocrity Manifesto: embrace your inner average Joe or Jane. In a world that constantly pushes us to be the best, to stand out, and to achieve greatness, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and inadequate. But what if we told you that it's perfectly fine to be average? Now let's talk about mediocrity. Yes, that dreaded M word. It's often seen as a negative term, something to be avoided at all costs. But why? Why do we fear being average so much? We're constantly bombarded with messages about being extraordinary, about leaving our mark on the world. Social media, movies, and even our education system tell us that we need to be special, that we need to stand out. But this constant pressure can be exhausting and unrealistic. But here's the thing, most of us are not going to be extraordinary, and that's not a bad thing. In fact, it's the reality for the majority of people. We live in a world where the average person is the backbone of society. We're going to be average, and that's perfectly okay. Think about it. The world needs average people to function. We need teachers, nurses, office workers, and grocery store clerks. These are the people who keep our world running smoothly. For every Elon Musk launching rockets into space, there are millions of people just trying to get through their day without spilling coffee on their shirts. And that's okay. It's these small, everyday moments that make up the fabric of our lives. The world needs those people too. The teachers who inspire the next generation, the cashiers who greet us with a smile, the office workers who keep businesses running. These roles are just as important as the more glamorous ones. Embrace your inner average Joe or Jane. It's about finding contentment in who you are and what you do, no matter how ordinary it may seem. There's a certain beauty in the mundane, in the routine of daily life. Find joy in the ordinary. Celebrate the small victories. Whether it's baking a perfect batch of cookies, tending to your garden, or simply enjoying a quiet moment with a cup of tea, these are the moments that truly matter. Because at the end of the day, a life well lived is not about extraordinary achievements, but about the little moments that make it all worthwhile. It's about the laughter shared with friends, the warmth of family dinners, and the satisfaction of a job well done, no matter how small. So embrace your inner average Joe or Jane and find happiness in the everyday. Know you've been a good friend. Here's a fun thought. We're all going to die. Yep, that's right. Every single one of us is on a one-way trip to the grave. Morbid? Sure. But also strangely liberating. Knowing that our time on this planet is limited can be a powerful motivator. It puts things into perspective, helps us prioritize what's truly important, and encourages us to not sweat the small stuff. Because really, in the grand scheme of things, it's all small stuff. So, stop taking yourself so seriously. Stop worrying about what other people think. Stop trying to please everyone. Life's too short for that. Go eat that extra slice of pizza. Book that trip you've been dreaming of. Tell that person you love them. You've got nothing to lose. Let's be honest, life can be tough. It throws curveballs, rains on your parade, and generally tries to knock you down. But guess what? You're still here. You're reading this, which means you've survived another day in this crazy, mixed-up world. And that, my friends, is something to celebrate. Every day you wake up is a victory. Every breath you take is a win. So give yourself some credit. You're doing better than you think. You're stronger than you know. And you've got this.